If there is, I probably never heard of it. Things that hit it half. I think this is the DS version, not the GBA version, but Ice can. I think it was Iceman. Oh, I forgot the ones that can't hit. Whoops. Things that can't hit are poison. So because steel and poison, I don't know. Are steel Pokemon technically supposed to be stainless steel? Let me know about that if you guys think of that. Think of that too. I don't know. So the ones that can hit it for half damage are Ice, Psychic, Bug, Rock, Ghost, Dragon, and Dark. Let me just double check, see if I got everything right. Yep, so they can hit it for half, so that's decent, I guess. Although I hate to see a Metagross have that weakness. Fool, I guess, I don't know. So for just normal damage, no added extras. Fire, electric, grass, and steel. That's it. It's pretty low amount of normals. I think a lot of them are. See, that's why I always say that the best part about Aggron, Aron, and Larion is that they can really take on a lot of attacks. Because as you can see, they got like a really good half damage attackers just hitting it. So it's not the best, but it's pretty in the half corner kind of thing. And the ones that can deal twice the amount of damage, for what I think of it, is just water. Yeah, just water. Pretty funny how it is though. And now for the ones that can actually get 4 times damage. Now this one I'm actually this one I kinda guessed right. The first one is fighting, which I obviously knew, and the other one is ground, which I don't think I called. I can get fighting because Rock and Steel are weakened to that. I didn't get ground as much as I did. But then I was like, is Steel really weakened to ground? And I was like, wait, yeah, now I remember, because I used Earthquake on a Steelix and it was super effective. So yeah, so I guess they're right. So that was actually a pretty nice thing. Yeah, I'm glad this website's still up. So Bagon's a pretty good Pokemon, Aron's a pretty good Pokemon, Houndour is a really great Pokemon, especially Houndoom. And if I really want it on my Let's Play, I'll just breed. I'm not trying to go and catch another one. I'm not catching another Houndour. I'm just gonna, just breed. Get in a Pokeball or whatever. Then hand it over and go, here you go. No, I'm gonna probably get another Bagon egg because I haven't looked at it yet, but still, it's fun. Also, to hatch eggs in Pokemmo, it takes double the required amount of spaces. So to hatch an egg, let's say in a normal game, it's like 255 steps. I think that's actually what it is. I don't know, but if that is, then I'm really cool. But if it isn't, then crap, I'm wrong. But if it is, I'm right. No, I'm joking. Alright, so how it goes is that it's twice the amount. Now, the way I usually do this kind of stuff is that I usually just watch a YouTube video or something like that, like just to distract me, because that's what I do when I say like, oh, I'm gonna be right back. I just watch a YouTube video and at the side I stare at the screen to figure out if it's the Pokemon. Then if it is, what I do is I turn it full screen and then turn on fraps and then say, oh guys, I found it finally, and all that. So that's what I do. So I'm not like staring here going, come on Absol, come on Spawn, come on, I'm trusting you right now. No, that's not what I do. I just watched a YouTube video and hopefully I get it. I don't know if people actually do the same thing. I don't know if you guys don't do the same thing. I don't care if you guys do the same thing, but that's what I do. That's exactly what I do when I'm grinding, too. I was grinding yesterday to get a little bit more money. I'll show you, I got a little bit more money now. Because yesterday, I was grinding my Dragonite. See, he's 3 levels higher. Yeah. Yeah, let's show Dragonite off his sweet new levels. Yeah, look at that Dragonite. Look at him. Look at him. He's smiling because now he's higher level. Look at that. He's smiling. He's like, oh, I got more levels. Because he's wing attack. Yeah, look at that power. Look at that. Oh, such a beautiful power. Good job, Dragonite. Good job. Pat on the back. Not gonna give Butterfree a pat on the back because he died. Or at least he fainted. I don't know why people sometimes say it fainted or died. I don't care what I call it as long as it like is partially correct. Or is correct. If you say it died, you're partially correct. If you say it's fainted, you're correct. Not that was really weird. Now run away, Butterfree. Do it better. Because apparently my Butterfree is the slowest thing in here. Run. Good job. Alright, so I don't even know what I want to do now. But if I do get Salamence, I might substitute Dragonite for him. We'll see. Depending on how good Salamence is. I do believe if this site is actually really good and will tell me the truth about Salamence, or at least what I think is the truth. I think Salamence can learn Dragon Pulse. Now Dragon Pulse is a really good dragon type move. I should know this because I use a Reshiram or Reshiram or whatever you want to pronounce it. I call it Reshiram because it makes more sense, but Reshiram also kind of makes sense too. But I call it Reshiram because it makes a little more sense to me. And it knows Dragon Pulse. Me and my friend were going on that Zekrom's better, no Reshiram is better, no Zekrom's better, no Reshiram's better. And yet, me and my friend were going on about this for, I think, a couple weeks now. And we were trying to tell each other, though, that they're, like, I would say Reshiram's better because it can beat a Zekrom pretty easily. And my friend would go, no, Zekrom's better because I crushed a Reshiram easily. And I go, oh yeah, well I can take down a Zekrom pretty quick. And it would go on forever. And one of the best moves I thought in Reshiram's kind of terms is Dragon Pulse. And the only good move that, well, with no status conditions and like friendship and all that, and sorry about that pop can, and like no status like, oh, your friendship has exceeded over the limit, your dragon can now learn this or whatever, don't care about that. But the best they can learn without doing all that kind of stuff is Dragon Claw. It does nothing, except for it's a dragon type move and has 80 power, has 100 accuracy, and its power points is 15. Wanna know how I'm getting this? I'm reading it. It's pretty funny. I'm reading it right now. Never spent so much time reading. No, I'm joking. So, Salamence can't learn Dragon Pulse. I thought it could, but I guess it can't. Can Dragonite learn it? Now that's the big question, because if Dragonite can't learn it, then I have to find a dragon good enough to learn it. Maybe Reshiram, no. But if they do add Generation 5 instead of Generation 2, 3, or 4, I'm getting Reshiram. Like, no doubt about it, I'm getting Reshiram, and I'm going to get it to level 100, no doubt about it. Because when I get Reshiram, I don't know what it is, but I always get it to like a really high level no matter what. When I first got White 2, I really liked how they said the White Kyurem and the Black Kyurem. That's only because I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh fan or whatever. So it sounded like a lot like polymerization, and I was like, weird how they incorporate that. So I was really, really stumped about how they would do this. But I also heard, though, before they said it was Black and White 2 and all that it was going to be Pokemon Gray. I don't know when they ditched the idea, but it was supposed to be Pokemon Gray, where only Kyurem would be the one you get, instead of like Reshiram or Zekrom. So that's how it was, and I thought it was really confusing. And I also thought that it was very confusing that if you get Pokemon Black, you get Reshiram, which is white. And if you go on Pokemon White, you get Zekrom, which is black. So I thought that was a racist term. Alright, but here's the funny part though. This is going to work for Black and White too. And I didn't know that. So me and my friends would always call Pokemon Black and White racist. And we've always said that. And it was really funny. Until I played White 2, because that's the one I got for now. I actually cheated. I got a Spiritomb with Wonder Guard, so nothing can hit it. It was really funny. It was really good, in my opinion. I had a fun time with it. At some points I got lost. I will admit I did get lost at some points. I didn't look it up though. I just actually reloaded I turned it off and turned it back on and actually read it, and I'm like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. And I'm like, why didn't I read it before? I don't know, but I didn't read it before. Now I want to read it. I don't know. Apparently Dragonite can't learn it either. Can Garchomp learn it? No, they haven't added Garchomp yet. I know that. But just in case they do, I like to know. I know they added some Generation 2 Pokemon. I know it's like a lot for just a little, but still. They added a little. And a lot of people on the chat one day, I believe, were saying, when are we going to get Cyndaquil, Totodile, and all that? And nobody replied. And then the person repeated, and then the guy said, whenever Johto gets released, we'll be able to get the Pokemon. And I believe at one point they also said that you can get... Wait, what was I about to say? Oh yeah. But will be like Soul, Silver, Heart Gold kind of way. Except for it's going to be the opposite. I don't know, it's going to be really fun. I thought it was pretty funny how they worded it. Then he continued a minute after, because it's a minute cooldown for you to talk back in global, because I think he exceeded the limit. Then he said that it's going to be reversed of Soul Silver and Heart Gold, where you start at Johto in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. This time though, you're only going to start in Kanto, and then you're going to be able to go to Johto. And you got to start from the Steel Gym, go to the fighting, go back to the Steel Gym, and then face all the trainers, and then the last one you'll go to is, I don't even remember what the starting town is. I know they're going to add Hoenn because they said it's not yet implemented, so I can't wait till that. I don't know what version they're going to put in though, like Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. I don't know what they're going to add. I would guess that if they did add Hoenn, they would have to put Emerald first. Because think about it, Emerald has a little bit more things in it than Ruby and Sapphire. Like, first of all, Safari Zone has a little bit more space than Ruby and Sapphire. Ruby and Sapphire has like a little pocket compared to Emerald. Emerald's got a big giant field of them. So it's pretty fun. So right now I'm going to look at Garchomp, see if I can learn it. That's a really weird move. I'm going to have to teach that to my Garchomp to know what it does. Alright, so far I can't learn it. I'm really sad. I'm really sad. I can't learn it. Oh, what can learn Dragon Pulse? That's one of the 5th generation, or somewhere around there. Yeah, move tutor attacks, Draco Meteor. That's what I was talking about. He said that it was like the best Dragon type move ever. I said, okay, so Black and White 2 move tutor attacks. It can learn Dragon Pulse. Now, if can I click the move so that I know what Pokemon can learn it? Yeah, okay, so what Pokemon can learn it? Kingdra can! Okay, that's a Pokemon I can. No, joking. Joking. Altaria can. Latios, Rayquaza. I forgot about Rayquaza. Lucario. Haxorus. That was the one I was forgetting. Oh, that's a cool thing. I named it Trigon in my White 2. But its name is Hydrogeddon or something like that. Hydreigon or something like that. And the reason why I named it Trigon was because the Gon came from the last 3 letters of it, and Tri meaning 3, and since it has 3 heads, it kind of made sense. That's why I named it. It's pretty cool. So Pokemon that can learn Dragon Pulse by move to Charizard. I'm lucky. Charizard can learn it. Oh, thank God. It can get rid of that Dragon Claw thing, and I can get that Dragon Pulse. Oh, Nidoking can learn it too. Awesome. What else can learn it? Or who else can learn it? Gyarados, man. That Gyarados. Gyarados, man. That's perfect. Dragonite can learn it. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? This is just so amazing. Feraligatr can learn it. Tyranitar can learn it. Lugia. Aggron. Are you freaking kidding me, man? This is just amazing. This is just an amazing day right now. Flygon can learn it. I'm really amazed about that. I'm not really that much amazed, though, that Milotic can learn it. Salamence can learn it. Latios. I'm really surprised that the Groudon can learn it. I'm really surprised. I already know Rayquaza can learn it. I already know that Garchomp has to learn it through Move Tutor because that's how I looked at it. Rhyperior can learn it. Really? That's really weird. I don't see any instance of it being able to learn it. Pretty funny. Are we getting to the legendaries? No, we're just getting to the weird people. Or the weird Pokemon. Crocodile can learn it. Pretty cool. And now it's going back to Haxorus and Hydreigon. Oh, Zekrom can learn it. What? It's not in its best standards, but it can learn it. I'm really confused about that. Why would a Pokemon that likes to use attack, like physical attack moves, want to learn a special? It's really confusing. Pokemon that can learn Dragon Pulse by breeding. Lapras can learn it. Good God, what is Pokemon coming into? Dragonite, Charizard, Salamence. All the lower forms can learn it too, so it's not that much of a big difference. Haxorus, and that's it. Now it's lower forms. Archeops and Archin. How do you pronounce some of these names like perfectly? Feebas, Milotic. I don't know if they incorporated What? Okay then. They're talking about porn again in the chat. Okay. So, a lot of these can learn it by breeding. A lot of them can be... Oh my god. A lot of them can learn it through a move tutor. I want to check these two. Because Dialga and Palkia can learn it though, but I want to see what their special and physical attack are. Oh. Okay then. They're both good at special attacks. That's a little bit confusing. I thought that one of them was more physical than the other. It's kind of stupid in my opinion. No, I'm joking. Okay. Giratina can learn. I think my Giratina actually does know it. Oh no, it knows Dragon Claw. Never mind. I should have my DS out beside me so I can like tell you guys about my Pokemon on it. No, I'm just kidding. I have like a Pokemon team of just legendaries. Barely anybody can like beat the first, like all of them. And one of the coolest parts is that the second last one is Arceus. And here's the funny part. My Arceus is a dark type. It only has 2 weaknesses, and dark can basically hit almost every type, no matter what. The only ones it can't hit are Steel, Rock, I think Bug at one point, and Fighting. I think Bug's one. I know Fighting is. Those are the only 3 types, or 3 to 4 types, it can't hit. Out of those 3 to 4 that can hit a dark type and be super effective is Bug and Fighting. That's it. Now, I taught Arceus. Well, Arceus has Recover and Judgment, because Judgment takes on the type of Arceus, and that's the type that Judgment is. So, it's a dark type, so it can hit every one of them, and it's super effective against a lot of different Pokemon, so it's pretty good. Does it tell you which one it's pretty good? Oh, it doesn't tell you what it's good against. Oh. But it's still pretty decent. It's still a pretty decent way I did it though. So, the way that I did it is that my Arceus knows Aerial Ace, so it can take out the Bug and somewhat of the Fighting types out of there. And it'll always hit, so no matter what, they're going to either take a pretty good amount of damage. So, it's pretty good. So Type Advantage is a thing that I'm really useful for. Type Advantage is what I like to use a lot, because then you get extra damage. I don't care if my Pokemon's a Dark type but uses a Fire type move. I don't care. I'll still use it. That's how I roll. And the last thing I taught it was Brick Break, because just in case, though my opponent uses Light Screen or Reflect or whatever, I can at least break it. And plus it gets rid of the Dark, the Dark. Yeah, Dark can't hit Dark super effectively. So that's why I taught it Brick Break, so you can take out the Rock, Steel, and Dark. I wish it was that simple to trade an Absol for Bagon, but I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it legit. That's what I like to do. Get Pokemon legit, not cheat. Although, in a Pokemon game, I always cheat after I beat the game. So, that's what I usually do. That's what I always do, actually, not usually. That's what I always do. But if I get the same game, though, I'll cheat at the beginning. So, like, let's say, I'll actually say what I did. So, in Pokemon Diamond, alright? I don't know why. It did the same thing in white. No, it did the same thing in black, not white, because I had black before I got my white. The first time you ever go through the... Oh no, it didn't do it in white. Or black, whatever. What was the game? Oh no, it was Ruby, sorry. Not black, it was Ruby. So Ruby and Diamond, here's how it went. I know they're both gems, but still. Here's what happened. I can beat the entire Elite Four with barely any problems, but as soon as I go to the champion, I lose. And I was really pissed because as soon as I got my Staraptor and my Diamond to level 67, all the others are like level 52 or something like that, I win. It was pretty stupid in my opinion.